is your position here?
So I'm the capital and spares purchasing manager here at Iron Flash.
Okay. Can you just explain to us a little bit about what that entails for you on a day-to-day basis?
Yeah, so I manage a team of buyers and supervisors that are responsible for purchasing all the capital and spares equipment for the fab. We make NAND flash memory here at IMFT. And a typical day for me, I usually arrive around 7 a.m. and review some metrics that we have around supply chain. So, fill rate and some other inventory-related metrics. Downtime waiting parts is a big metric for us because we have to store the right parts here to keep the tools up and running.
Okay.
And then I'm in meetings probably 80% of my day, which may sound boring, may sound exciting to some people, but what I enjoy most about it is interacting with people.
Mm-hmm.
I actually got an accounting degree, so I wanted to use my analytical skills, right, my technical skills, but apply it to a business where I could interact interpersonally with people.
Okay, great. Can you describe more in depth your position, how it relates to supply chain as a whole?
Yeah, no problem. So I work with suppliers who provide the equipment and the parts necessary to support our customer group. So we act kind of as an intermediary between our customers, which are the engineers here at Iron Flash, and our suppliers. We negotiate the pricing, we negotiate lead times, and as the parts are manufactured, they come through the supply chain to purchasing to our warehouse.
Okay.
And then as soon as our customers need them in terms of our spare parts, they request them, and our department delivers them into the fab.
And what would you say you like most about what you do here?
I think the people. I enjoy interacting with people. I like solving problems. There's new problems every day in this line of work, and there's also a lot of strategies that you can implement. So trying to drive down cost, improve quality, make sure that you're not impacting manufacturing in any way. What I like probably more than anything is the interaction between the suppliers and the customers. So trying to facilitate a more productive or strategic environment between those two, so that we can optimize the money that we have available to us to support the fab.
Like you said, you're a manager. If someone were to come into the position as a new hire,
Mm-hmm.
what would some of their responsibilities be?
Yeah, so an entry-level buyer would have to learn our systems, so they would be versed on SAP, Excel, used quite a bit in this
Mm-hmm.
profession. We also have some homegrown systems, some capital asset management systems that we would have to teach a new buyer, an entry-level buyer.
Okay.
They'd be responsible for issuing purchase orders, maintaining cash flows, providing good customer support, so facilitating meetings with suppliers to review scorecards. Any escalations that need to occur, they'd be the face, I guess, of the company representing our customer group.
All right. And what would you say you like least?
What do I like least? Even though I like data, I don't like to be a slave to data. I don't like spending my entire day sitting in front of a computer. So there are days when you have to get a little dirty and do some analytical work, pull some reports, analyze it, put some presentations together. But I like presenting more than I like preparing a presentation. Yeah.
Since you were a student at BYU-Idaho, what would you say from your education there you've been able to pull out and use here?
Yeah, good question. So obviously it's important to learn strong technical skills. I mentioned Excel, some of the other Microsoft products I think are important. But probably the things that have served me the best were communication, so my interpersonal skills. Being able to develop relationships with not only my customer group, but also management and our suppliers, so that they know they can trust me, and we don't have to work through any of the bureaucracy that normally accompanies a big business like this. We can cut to the chase, and we can trust each other and move forward and be productive.
Great. What would you say would help you in school if you could go back? What's some skills you could have used more of?
Oh, skills I could have used more of. I keep harping on this, but the interpersonal skills, the soft skills, are vitally important in today's business environment. I had somebody tell me that once you get to a certain level within a company, that everybody pretty much has the same intellectual capacity. They're all about the same caliber of intelligence. What separates them is their ability to connect with people, to motivate, to gain people's trust. And it makes sense because once you get to a certain level and you have a chance to hire somebody to work with you, you want them to be strategic and visionary and skilled, but you also want to enjoy being around them and enjoy their company. So I think it's going to sound cheesy, but being a good person, some of the core values that you learn attending a school like Brigham Young University or BYU-Idaho, I think establish that core that'll make you successful. Obviously, you can study a little more and try to learn some of those technical skills, and those will serve you well. But generally, you gain those coming into the workplace as well.
Okay, great.